I've always had a slightly soft spot for Prince Harry, and I must say I like him significantly more today. Anybody who stands up in court and says on a national level at the moment our country is judged globally by the state of our press and our government, both of which I believe are at rock bottom. Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. That's, democracy fails when your press fails to scrutinise and hold the government accountable and instead choose to get into bed with them so they can ensure the status quo. Yes, but the press only has to do its job because the opposition isn't doing its job. The Duke says, I may not have a role within the institution, but as a member of the British royal family and as a soldier upholding important values, I feel there's a responsibility to expose this criminal activity in the name of public interest. He wants, as I do, to save journalism as a profession, as I do, to save the TV as an institution and as a form of entertainment. But the only way we can do that, the only way that is possible, is by exposing the corruption that lies at the heart of it, the canker, in the cradle. And just extraordinary. The hurtful rumours about James Hewitt, he says, and then he said, when he discovered at aged 30 that the timeline didn't fit. When he was 18, he said he first heard a rumour that my biological father was James Hewitt, the man my mother had a relationship with after I was born. At the time of this article and others similar to it, I wasn't actually aware that my mother hadn't met Major Hewitt until I was born. This timeline is something I only learnt of in around 2014, when he was about 30. At the time when I was 18 years old and had lost my mother just 6 years earlier, such stories as this felt very damaging and very real to me. They were hurtful, mean and cruel. I was always left questioning the motives behind the stories. If he were anybody else, he'd be looking for serious damages. Were the newspapers keen to put doubt into the minds of the public so I might be ousted from the royal family? Very good question. Burrell, the person he calls a two-faced shit. Well, I don't think we can dispute that, ever. And he's all over the place. Eager for attention. Eton, he was extremely worried he was going to be expelled from Eton after the Daily Mirror broke the story about him doing cocaine, ecstasy and GHB. What's GHB parties? I don't really understand acronyms anyway. TBF. I have to rely on Woody. Piers Morgan. A barrage of horrific personal attacks and intimidation on Harry, his wife, and which comes from even earlier. And as a consequence of me bringing my Mirror Group claim, he says. So this is a personal vendetta he believes that Mr. Morgan has got against him. I don't believe he's right there. I think Mr. Morgan is a nasty individual, but I don't believe it's a vendetta. I think he's simply acting according to habit. And the Spearmint Rhino lap dancing club that he went to with Sandhurst cadets. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. So there's lots in all the revelations today. And I think Prince Harry has acquitted himself very well.